Hello friends, once again welcome back to my channel Lyceum of Politics. Now friends, today I wish to discuss with you the Marxian idea of historical materialism. So without wasting any more time, let's start our journey and let's discuss Marxian idea of historical materialism. So, my friends, as you know by now from my last video on dialectical materialism, that Karl Marx was a materialistic philosopher and he ensured that everything in the universe is knowable, right? So, thus, my friends, this is very natural that Marx did not accept history as a jumble set of some mere facts and events. To him, history was a process that evolved with several laws which are fully discoverable. He was fascinated by the history of those laws that governed the development of human society. And his ideas of historical materialism were connected to the laws of the development of the human society. Okay. So he tried to explain these laws with the help of materialism. Fine. So, my friends, according to Marx, the history of social development was connected to the conditions of material life. The basic drive behind human activity is a result of the basic material needs like needs for food, shelter, drink, clothes, etc. Therefore, we can say that whatever he does, or rather, he works to secure the basic means of life, and men collect those basic necessities or means through production. Now, production, according to Marx, is a social activity, as you can understand, as it is not possible to secure the means of life only by some singular efforts, right? So, therefore, every society has a particular mode of production that determine the activities of the society. And that mode of production of the society, my friends, basically reflect the material life of the society. Now, depending on the social aspect of the mode of production, Marx talks about two basic components. They are the forces of production and the relations of production. What are they? The forces of production represent those various means of production like the tools, the raw materials, the land, the building, etc. Apart from that, it also involves the human skill, human knowledge, human experience, and all those which utilizes those means of production. So we can say like this that both the means of production and the people involved in it together represent the forces of production. And the relations of production, what are they? They are the mutual social relationship between those who are involved in this process of production. These are basically property relations. Okay, apparently these are supposed to be very simple relation between man and man, but in reality this is a very complicated relationship which develops in a way in which people are engaged in production and are related to the means of production. Therefore, this is conditioned by the pattern of development of the forces of production. Okay, and mostly they are antagonistic relationships. These relations are, however, conditioned by the forces of production. The relations of production frame the economic structure of the society, and thus it is regarded as the base of the society, while the superstructure which stands on the base of the society is the legal and the political foundation of the society according to Marx. Okay. So, in historical materialism, Marx talks about the historical evolution of the social system, basing on the change of the mode of production of the society, which is caused by the antagonism between the forces of production and the relations of production. Marx talks about the evolution of the social system in this connection. Now, the first society, according to Marx, was the primitive society. Now, in the primitive type of production, the entire tribe was engaged in hunting expedition according to Marx, and therefore means of production was also held in common by them, and thus there existed no property relations, there existed no antagonistic classes, as a result of which there existed no kind of exploitation in the primitive society. Now, with the development of the forces of production that led to the division of labor, the slave society came into existence. Okay. Now, with the slave society, private property came into existence. Exploitation started on the basis of private ownership. The masters exploited the slaves as they could buy, sell, and even kill the slaves also. Okay. So, their exploitation started in a slave society. Now, with further changes in the productive forces, the slave society changed itself into feudal society. Now, here also the exploitation continued. The serfs were exploited by the feudal lords, but now the exploitation happened through transfer of land from one lord to another. But the situation did not stop here, as a result of which, in course of time, further changes in the forces of production brought the end of the feudal society also, which now changed into the capitalist society. Now, here again, the capitalists owned the means of production and they exploited the working class. What they do is that they completely separate the working class from the means of production and force them to sell their labor against wages, which again do not appropriate the amount of labor that they sell. And thus, the capitalist only runs behind profit making. But this situation was also not permanent, as Marx says. Okay. So, at a certain point, capitalism is also forced by the laws of history, according to Marx, and is replaced by the socialist society. So, herein the means of production are fully socialized, and therefore there no more exists any antagonistic classes in the society, which inevitably brings an end to the exploitation of people within a society. The working class, according to Marx, will play a major role in assuming socialism and paving the way towards the establishment of a communist society where no individuals will share any kind of economic resources, but now the economic resources will mostly be shared by the state. Okay. In this way, communism will be established in the society. So, this was the entire picture of the evolution of the social system painted by Marx, rather the historical evolution of the social system painted by Marx. Okay. So, friends, this was the Marxian concept of historical materialism for you. Hope you liked it. If you like my video, please do press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Very soon, I will come back to you with many more new videos. Okay. Till then, never stop learning. Keep on exploring. Bye bye and take care.